Good morning. Today, I want to talk to you about why your thoughts are keeping you stuck where you are. Have you thought about this before? Have you thought about what your majority of your thoughts are in one day? What's the vibration around those thoughts? So let's just take an example. This morning, when you got in the car and you rode to school or to work, where were your thoughts? Try and go back and think about your thoughts. Did you think about the traffic, about the load shedding, about did you think about the things happening around you, last night's dinner or the argument that you had with somebody? Did you think about the stress of the day ahead of you? Did you think about all the things on your desk waiting for you, perhaps? Or that your hair wasn't in a specific way that you wanted it this morning, or that it's raining outside and you're cold, or were your thoughts, I am so excited because it's raining. I don't have to water my garden today. Everything's nice and green. Summer's coming. I have more time to spend with my child on the way to school or gather my thoughts before I go to work. I'm excited for the day that I can get my work done because I've got this project that I'm planning that is going to help my company in some way without them even knowing. And I'm putting in this extra time for them, that I am excited to get home tonight to make a special dinner for my family. Where were your thoughts? Interesting. We have about 60,000 thoughts a day on average. And here's the thing, if we think those thoughts, the way you feel is the way you're attracting more of those thoughts coming to you, the way you feel. So I'm driving and I suddenly feel that, that feeling in your stomach that like, oh man, that feeling. So you suddenly feel that feeling and you think to yourself, oh, what's that about? And you come up with whatever it is, maybe a fear of something or the presentation that you have to give at work. And maybe you feel you're not as open to the idea or that you're not as prepared as you'd like to be. And what happens is your mind starts running with 110 different things on self sabotaging you for that day. Hey, you haven't prepared enough for this. You're not going to be great. What if you stumble? People going to think that you didn't do a job properly. What if the company loses something because or a deal because my, presentation didn't go so well? I wish I didn't have to go into work. I'd rather be sick in bed. This is not the way I wanted to start my week. The traffic is a mess. I'm going to be late to work. Do you see what happened? Do you see what happened in just a short amount of time with a funny feeling that you got in your stomach? And all of a sudden, your mind went all over the place. Our mind has a way of sabotaging us in the worst way possible. But if you want to change your life, you have to start by changing your thoughts. And I know you're going to say that's easier than what we think it is. Yes, it is more difficult, but it is time that you have to take to yourself. And you have to understand if you don't do it, you're going to have more of what you currently have in your life because it's become a habitual part of your thinking. It's become a normal way of everyday life for you, this habit of thinking this way. So if you find that your relationship is not where you want it to be, that your work life isn't where it wanted to be, your finances isn't where you want it to be, ask yourself, what are your thoughts on a daily basis, on a constant basis on that topic? And you're going to say, yeah, but I do my morning visualization and I don't understand why I'm battling to get what I'm wanting. But your morning visualization, if you're doing it, has to trump all those feelings for the whole day for it to start making a difference. See why it's so important to start taking note of what you are thinking and feeling during the day? It's impossible to remember every 60,000 thoughts or think of things that's going through your mind. But every time you have a feeling, it's a feeling of happiness. Oh, what makes me happy? oh, this thought makes me happy, and hone in on that. Go with the happiness and really think it through. The way your mind just carried on and made that bad situation worse, take this situation and make it better and better and better and better. And that is how you start tipping the scale. And that is why most manifestations don't work the way we expect them to work. We think I'm going to sit down, close my eyes, and I'm going to visualize this new, brand new sports car that I've always wanted is going to fall in my lap. It cannot, by the law, if your thoughts are constantly negative, if you're vibrating in the same old patterns that you have for the last 10 years, you're going to have the same results for the next 10 years until we start changing us, our pattern. We want the world to change, but the world cannot change until we change here. I love that because I didn't believe that until I started changing here, nothing changed. Until when I started changing it, everything started to change. And the more I'm thinking about it, the better it gets, the easier it gets. Yes, in the beginning, it's a little bit difficult because we are used to doing a thing a certain way for a long period of time. So the next time you get that thought that jumps in your head that you don't want there, or that feeling, stop the thought and change it to a positive thought. Change it to a positive feeling, even if it's not on the same topic. So you might be saying, oh, money really worries me right now. And you can't think of a good thought about money in this moment. Think of your relationships that's good and go there, go off the topic until you find better place where you can start thinking good thoughts about things like the money. I hope this helps and we will chat soon. Bye.